Time now for Action TV.
According to an index formed after taking into consideration various important indicators, the Wilgamwa educational zone has remained in the last position out of 92 educational zones over the past several years. If you take into consideration the schools in the Wilgamwa zone, the Handungabwa Mahavidyalaya has the second largest student population. Despite this, plans were drawn up in 2008 to close down the school due to the dearth of human resources and infrastructure facilities. However, this plan was halted thanks to the intervention of the parents. The principal of the school, who was vested with the responsibility of developing the school, also acted as the deputy chairman of the Wilgamwa Pradeshya Sabha under the then UPFA administration. According to a decision reached at the School Development Committee meeting, the principal took measures to cut down a teak tree located in the school premises. The purpose of cutting down this tree in June 2008 was to create several doors and windows for the school. In September 2011, the Wilgamwa police attempted to arrest the said principal for cutting down this tree. In order to do this, the police entered the school on a number of occasions to record statements from students. The students even carried out a protest against this move. The Wilgamwa police launched an investigation in 2011 based on the presence of the root of the felled tree remaining in the school premises. The Wilgamwa police launched an investigation in 2011 charging that the root of the felled tree remained in the school premises. The investigation was launched in a backdrop where the said principal had abandoned the UPFA and had managed to get elected to the Pradeshya Sabha after contesting under an independent group. The only use of the tree which was felled was to create an atmosphere which is more conducive for studies. If not for the protest launched by the students, action could have been taken against the principal under the Public Property Ordinance. Following this incident, the Wilgamwa Zonal Education Office took several steps over the past 15 months targeting this school. Parents who are tired of the vengeful acts taking place against the school have taken measures to stop their children from going to school.
This principal developed the school to such a level.
The principal of this school, who was instrumental in developing it to this level, resigned 5 days ago.
The political leadership in the area harassed my school. This was a school included in the secondary school development program. Despite this, the politicians in this area threatened to take the school out of this program if I was not removed from the school. So I resigned from my post.
This honourable act was done as politically motivated officials took measures to exert pressure on the school. Aren't such officials detrimental to the entire education system in this country? Governor of the Central Province, this is over to you.
On to sports news closer to home. The captain of the Sri Lanka Test and One Day International and 2020 cricket teams were named today. Sri Lanka Cricket noted that these appointments will be valid until Sri Lanka's series against Pakistan in January next year. Meanwhile, veteran batsmen Thilan Samaraweera and Prasanna Jayawardene have not been included for Sri Lanka's upcoming Test series against Bangladesh.
Mahela Jayawardene stepped down as captain from Test and ODIs upon the conclusion of Sri Lanka's recent tour of Australia. It was also confirmed that Kumar Sangakkara and Thilakaratan Dilshan will not return to captaincy. Therefore, the question of who will become the next captain of the Sri Lanka cricket team came under much discussion and speculation. Sports First began an SMS poll regarding this on the 8th of this month. Thereby, Thilan Samaraweera, who had played in the most amount of Test matches, received the third highest SMS votes, while Prasanna Jayawardene was placed fourth. Angelo Matthews received the highest number of SMS votes for Test captain. Today, Sri Lanka cricket named Matthews, who has played 31 Tests, as captain of the Sri Lanka Test and ODI cricket team. Dinesh Chandimal, who has played in 5 Tests, was appointed as the vice captain of the Test and ODI team. Chandimal was also named captain of the Sri Lanka T20 side, while pacer Lasith Malinga has been named his deputy. However, Thilan Samaraweera, who received the third highest votes for Test captain on the Sports First SMS poll, was not included in the squad announced today for Sri Lanka's upcoming Test series against Bangladesh. Samaraweera has played 81 Tests for Sri Lanka. A communique issued by Sri Lanka Cricket states that Kumar Sangakkara, who is included in the squad for the Test series against Bangladesh, has now recovered from his injury. Kusal Janit Pereira, Kitruan Vidanage, Ashen Silva, Dushmanta Samira and Tarindu Kaushal, who excelled in the domestic inter-club cricket tournament, were also rewarded with Test call-ups.
Meanwhile, Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket Nishant Ranatunga says that agents of cricketers will not be accepted since the agents work for the commercial aims that violate the sentiments of Sri Lanka cricket. He expressed these views at a media briefing held at Sri Lanka Cricket today. Also, a journalist questioned the chairman of the National Selection Committee, Sanjay Surya, as to why the T20 captaincy was not handed over to Angelo Matthews.
It's better for Matthews to captain tests and ODIs. His experience must be used for that. T20 will be an added pressure as he has to think about T20 team selections as well.
Well, that's a wrap of the bulletin. I'm Krishna Panitharatna.
And I'm Ramesh Rugal Bandara. On behalf of the News First team, good night.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.